Welcome to another edition of the Tidwell Taste Tour. Just me and Mr. Bub.
Right, yeah.
Also known as Daniel.
Oh, that's also what I'm known as.
What we have this evening is, this is the Nobilis Vinho Verde. Now, Vinho Verde is a Portuguese grape grown in the very, very northern part of Portugal in the Minho region. Vinho Verde literally translates to green wine, which the point they're going for there is young wine. Typically, the wine is very young as opposed to mature, as most red wines are and things like that.
So, this is a quick thing. So, it's fascinating that Verde translates like the same, like basically
as Spanish.
I know, but when I'm saying green,
right?
Like it still means being green in other places.
Right.
That's weird to me.
Interesting.
It is kind of interesting that in other languages, but it's because it seems like an inside thing.
Right.
It seems like if you were to learn a different language, like you couldn't go up to someone and say, "Hey, you're Verde," or however you would say that, and that they would understand that that meant that. I don't know. That's fascinating.
I get your point.
It's weird.
It is fascinating.
Anyways, go on.
Now, Vinho Verdes are traditionally, most of them are white, as this variety is, but they can be anything. Red, rosé, white, doesn't really matter. Typically, Vinho Verdes are quite dry, nice citrusy stuff, and a very slight effervescence. That means a little bit bubbly. So, once again, this is the Nobilis, and let's check it out. Again, from northern Portugal. I love Vinho Verde. Tasty. Fresh.
Alright.
Crisp. You know, it's not like there's like a hell of a lot going on. It's just light, refreshing, crisp. It's one of these things that for the weather like we've been having recently, very nice.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a good wine to me, but as I've said in previous episodes, if you watch, I'm not much of a wine drinker, so don't take my opinion too highly on when we talk about wine.
Whereas I'm rating it
experience.
Whereas I'm rating it more against other wines of the style of the region, so on and so forth. He's just going to be more rating it based on whether he likes it or not. You know,
yeah,
it's kind of what you have to do if you haven't had any. But it's good that we're doing this so that we can build the repertoire, the portfolio. Okay, so for me, basically, like I said, Vinho Verde is very light, crisp, slightly citrusy. Very, very slight sparkles. Not near enough to be called a sparkling wine, but it does have that little bit of fizziness. I really like them. Not too complex, nothing like that. You know, this right here, this gets a 7.5 for me for Vinho Verdes. To me, the Vinho Verdes all have a very similar thing going on, at least the ones that I've had, the white varieties, but they're all very nice and refreshing.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to do. I'm going to give it a 5.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, it's hard for me to rate it, like I said.
Yeah. Okay. 5.0, 7.5.
Feels very dry for my taste.
It is dry, and that's one thing about Vinho Verde is that most people think, for some reason going into it, that I guess maybe the way the bottle looks and all that is going to be this sweet, refreshing wine. It's not. It's dry.
Mm-hmm.
So, there you have it. And again, even with just the two of us, here comes the most fun part of the show, the closing comments section.
Closing comments?
There's the closing comment. Closing comments are complete. Check out the Nobilis Vinho Verde. Very crisp, refreshing. 7.5, 5.0. The Tidwell Taste Tour will be back with more. We hope you've enjoyed it. We hope you'll stick around and keep watching us. Thank you.